What is up, 88 Molars? I'm Among Us Blaster, aka Brother Quang, joined with...
What up? I'm Wagon Fruit. What's up, 88 Molars?
No, you're not. You're Doky the Dingus. Tee.
I'm Wagon... Okay, I'm Doky the Dingus. What up, Wagon Molars?
Wagon Molars, 88 Molars.
88 Fruits.
Today, we're doing something awesome, and it's called looking at all the teams from Baby Division. That's right,
yeah.
We're going to look through all of them in order and talk about them. It's basically PRs, except we're not ranking them in any particular order.
Yeah, it's just a little PR. I mean, a lot of these, I'm guessing, have been helped on, like, helped with by a lot of the, like, Libero Division players who offered.
Yeah, all the good people, not me. I didn't help.
Also, important thing to note, this pool was, like, way smaller than all the other divisions. So they're gonna be having like better teams than, or like better like teams in terms of like quality mons.
That's not necessarily going to be better.
Okay. It's like it was easier to draft shit basically.
Yep, so true. There were only 12 people compared to the regular 16.
I noticed that. I got sniped on like every fucking pick in Libero.
All right, look, this isn't 88 Moles complain hour. This is 88 Baby Division talk about it hour. And then the first team we have is Yelsu. Is that how you say it? Yelsu? The LA Clodsires, who drafted Dragapult, Zapdos, Iron Treads, Quackleval, Zarude, Toxtricity, Delphox, Sylveon, Bronzong, and Bellybolt, and chose to Terra their Zarude and Sylveon.
Okay. His name is Wesley backwards. Or, no, Wesley backwards.
Wesley.
Wow.
Oh, that's actually kind of... I didn't notice that.
Wow.
Also on the doc, the Y is capitalized, even though standardly it's not.
Yeah, it wouldn't make sense, really.
Alright, so what are your first impressions of this team?
First impressions are actually kind of good. I actually have no idea why he terrored Sylveon over Toxtricity, to be honest. Since he has 3 points left of Terra to use.
Yeah, a little silly.
Other than that, he's got... I guess his speeds are weird. He has, like, Dragapult, and then... He's got a 106, 105, 104 in Treads, Zarude, Delphox. And it's kind of awkward, but it's not really that easy to take advantage of since they're pretty high speeds. And then his mid speeds are fine.
Yeah. Like, I want to say one thing about this team. I think outside of maybe Delphox, there isn't really a single bad Pokemon on this team. I mean, I don't even think Delphox is bad. It's not. Delphox isn't even, if Delphox is your worst mon, that's not bad. Especially considering some of the other teams. Not a bad thing to be the worst at. Even though I don't think Sylveon's all that great, but it is Terra, so it's better. I
would argue Bronzong also isn't that great.
It's not bad.
It's not bad. It's not that great. I also think he also has fucking. How does he beat Spectre other than like Scarf Zarude?
Oh yeah, this team is super Ghost Weak, and I think that's gonna suck a lot.
That is gonna suck a lot.
Your answer for Spectre is send Polton and hope that it isn't Scarf and hope that you can kill it, or Zarude. Zarude's not a bad Spectre check, but it's worse in this gen because they gave it Draining Kiss.
The real answer is go to Zarude, and if it clicked sub, then you U-turn to Sylveon and hope you can 1v1 it that way.
Yeah, the actual answer is Terra Normal Sylveon.
What?
That Terra Normal Sylveon. That's how you beat it.
Why would you Terra Normal it?
Why would be so that you're immune to Shadow Ball? T.
Oh yeah. I was thinking about the Hyper Voice boost.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
Well, you still get it.
Yeah.
Or you could go for the normal Hyper Voice.
Or he could have done something way more practical and done Terra Normal Toxtricity, and it would have made way more sense.
Yeah, I also would have. I also will say this team's hazard game is just basically you only got rocks with Iron Treads and Bronzong. I don't think anything else on this team gets rocks.
Yeah, spikes are just way better this gen.
Yeah,
so.
No spikes kind of sucks.
But to be fair, his rock setters are good.
Yeah, he's got Treads. Treads is good at getting up rocks. It's fast. Doesn't really die in one hit for most things. Bronzong is really good at getting rocks up, because that thing doesn't die in one hit from anything. Especially since knock is like not a thing.
Dude, his pivoting is fucking insane.
Yeah, the pivoting is also pretty nuts.
He's got fucking crazy pivoting. Top 6, all pivot.
Yeah, I think Delphox does Delphox get Baton Pass?
Does it? Let me check.
Yeah, look it up. Critical error. Because Sylveon does, and Bellybolt gets Volt Switch. So Bronzong might be the only thing that doesn't.
Delphox doesn't get.
Okay, so it's Delphox and Bronzong. This team can switch around a lot, and I think that's really good.
That's definitely good when you have shit like Quackable and Toxtricity that could fucking get out of control.
Yeah, I'd say, like, aside from the big ghost weakness, I think the Terra choices could have also been a little. Obviously, Terra Toxtricity is really good.
Yeah, you have 3 more points to use. You could literally just change that right now if you wanted, and it'd be an improvement.
Yeah, I also don't know how I feel about Terra Zarude. I think it's pretty good, but I'm wondering
he kind of went out of his way to make sure his Toxtricity had to be Terra, and then didn't Terra it.
Yeah, I wonder if Quackleval would have been a better Terra option than Zarude.
It definitely is. A defensive Terra on something that boosts like Quackable is kind of fucking crazy.
Well, Zarude can also boost.
It can, but not like Quackable can, because Quackable can do it while attacking you.
That's true.
And I've seen like crazy. It's on the ladder, obviously, but I've seen like crazy anti-Amoonguss tech by running sub Terra Poison Quackable and then just boosting up with fucking Bulk Up and Aqua Step, and it's like really hard to beat.
Yeah, it's kind of awesome. What if they bring Water Absorb?
What if they do that? Well, then you don't run solo Aqua Step.
Oh, okay.
Ooh.
Peter.
Ow. I love Draft League, where I
do
can
love
prepare
Draft
for
League.
things.
I do love Draft League, where I can prepare for things.
Yes. I would rate this one a 9 out of 10.
I would rate this one you know,
that's probably a more accurate rating, to be honest.
I rate that a do we have anything else to say about this one?
I don't think so. I didn't look at it very long.
That's what you're not supposed to say.
Shout outs to Belly Bolt.
Dude, Belly Bolt's a menace. I wanted Belly Bolt on my team, and it got taken. I was raging.
3 electric types and somehow not going overboard with weaknesses.
Yeah, that's honest. That's kind of impressive. Like, and there's kind of a ground weakness on this team. Also, just noticing that now.
Well, he's got two things levitating in his Zarude. I don't think it's that bad.
Yeah, it's not that bad, but there's just a lot of things weak to it.
Yeah, he's got 4. And one's a quad and Toxtricity. But you could have made a nothing with Terra Normal, but you didn't do it.
Oh my god. Okay. You can't be too mean to the baby division teams. You promise.
I hate babies.
All right, are we ready to move on?
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right, the next team is the Maniacal Rayquazas, hosted by the Maniac, who has Volcarona, Grimmsnarl, Baxcalibur, Annihilate, King Gambit, Espathra, Gyarados, Lycanroc Dusk, Mousehold, Hisui Electrode, and Haunter. That's all of them.
Yeah.
I think the first thing I noticed about this team is that I think you genuinely could have Terra'd like any of like the top 8 Mons besides Grimmsnarl, and it would have been a good choice for literally any of them.
Yeah, because if you went with any of the 16 pointers, you could have Terra'd Gyarados too. There is actually no way of doing wrong with the Terras here.
Yeah,
which is kind of fucking crazy.
I will say I think Spathra without Terra isn't quite as good. You know, it kind of struggles a bit more because it doesn't really like steel types very much.
Yeah, I mean he has the option of like delving into like the Lumina Crash side of it.
Yeah,
which isn't as good, but it's usable.
You go raw. You go raw breaker.
He did like kind of what I did, where he just went balls to the walls with screens offense, which is kind of funky. I'm kind of a fan.
I like the screens offense. I don't like the round 2 Grimmsnarl.
Yeah, I took Grimmsnarl like round 5. It's pretty, and you have like less people picking for it, so
yeah, you
definitely had time to pick it.
Yeah,
if there was anything you got sniped on, that's on you now.
Gulp. Yeah, fail. Honestly, I feel like there's a lot of Pokemon you could bring with this team. Like literally, like any of the top 8 could feasibly come to like most games.
It's gonna be really annoying to prep for.
It's very annoying to prep for.
It also might be really annoying to prep with because you do not have that much like defensive maneuverability other than like behind screens.
Yeah, this is also a team that's gonna really like running boots like every week because the removal is Mousehold, I don't think removal is that big of a deal because you can just run boots.
If you just fucking push and you just keep putting pressure on all the fucking time, removal might just not even be an issue.
Yeah.
Because you might just be putting so much pressure on that them ever clicking rocks is gonna lose them the game.
And this is a team that could definitely do that. Because as said, any of the top 8 mons that aren't Grimsnarl can win the game quite easily.
The amount of times I've seen like someone lead with Bax Caliber and just claim 2 is fucking crazy. And he could definitely do that. He could also do literally anything with Annihilate, which is not weak to rocks at all.
Yeah, that's awesome. I will say this team's kind of slow from the get-go. I mean, as a Spathra, it is like the fastest mon is Electrode, which isn't really a thing that you're gonna bring very often. So realistically, it's Lycanroc.
I will say Electrode Hisui looks way more usable than Electrode.
Well, yeah, well, it's
okay, but like way more usable. Like I think it's pretty bringable to a lot of matchups.
Yeah, but the question is, would you bring it over most of what this team has?
No, I wouldn't.
That's the problem.
Do that. But if he chose to, it wouldn't necessarily flop.
Yeah, it wouldn't be a flop. You would leave your flop era.
Also, the lack of speed is like pretty much always going to happen when you have these very setup reliant stuff, because you don't like most of the setup mons are raising their speed. Like
yeah, you could argue almost all of them are.
Yeah, so I mean, you got Dragon Dance, you got Speed Boost, you got
Quiver Dance.
Yeah,
you got Agility Annihilate.
Hell yeah!
Does it even get agility? It has to, right?
Probably not.
All right.
It's a good Scarfer though. I'll give it that.
It is a good Scarfer. This team has a couple of good Scarfers.
Yeah. For a screens offense team, they did surprisingly okay.
Yeah.
For like a 1-in-1 specifically in draft, it's pretty okay.
If you don't, I will say, if you don't get the screens up though, gulp. If you can't get set up with this team though, you're probably gonna struggle.
Yeah. Also, his fairy resists are like not fairy resists. I will say.
It's Volcarona.
Hunter and Volcarona. And that's it.
It's not Terra Volcarona, so it will always resist fairy.
Yeah, that's true, but it's still like.
Yeah, Iron Valiant kind of goes ham on this team.
A little bit.
More than a little bit, I'd argue.
A fairy type with any kind of possible coverage for Volk.
Well, luckily for this generation, there's not a whole lot of those.
That's true.
There's like
the fairies are pretty dog.
You're gonna lose to a Azumarill though.
Oh yeah, there's no comeback.
You actually can't beat.
He just forfeit the game at team preview.
Did anyone draft a Azumarill? I forgot. Probably. Yeah. Yeah. Pretty good screens offense team. That has to watch out for losing.
Yeah, just try to start out with a shit ton of aggression and maybe not lead Grimsnarl every time, and you can pull shit out of your butt.
Yeah, you also have Annihilate, which is like broken.
This is the kind of team that's gonna win in this division.
Either gonna win big or lose hard.
Yeah, there's really no in between. I'll give it like a 6. I give it a 6.
A 6?
I give it a 6.
I give it a 6. I'm giving it a.
That's not. That's.
I'm giving it a.
Hey, you gave the other one.
It's because I like both. I like both of them.
Okay, but I think the other one's better.
I do think the other one's better, but I like them both.
You gave both a.
Well, I think they're both worthy of it. All right, let's move on to our next team. The Clobbering Clodsires, another Clodsire team, by Frost Hammer, who has Chanpao, Goldengo, Ironmoth, Clodsire, Uxie, Azumarill, hey, there it is, Zapdos, Galar, Thundurus, Therian, Komala, and Spiritomb. And I want to start out, I'm not even going to let you start saying anything.
Sure.
That I have a personal draft league peeve that I'm going to stress right now. People that draft Goldengo and then don't draft competent hazards make me want to explode my brain. Why are you drafting it if you're not gonna do hazard shit?
Are you okay?
No!
He's got Clodsire Uxie. What do you mean?
I'm not talking about this team. And this is a general thing.
Okay.
This team did it right. They got Clodsire, they got Uxie. Yeah. Clodsire is great hazards. Uxie is a good rocker. That's about all the hazards, but that's kind of all you. I feel like you don't need much more than that actually.
That's true. The amount of the amount of teams I've seen in Smog Tour that just have Goldengo and just like other offense is really just weird. I don't know why you have a Goldengo on there.
It's a bit
I don't know
silly.
why you gravitated to like a round 1 or 2 Goldengo if you were gonna do that. Doesn't really make sense.
Yeah, but what about the rest of the team?
What about the rest?
I think the Terra choices of Thundurus and Uxie are pretty good. Although
decent. Oh, I didn't actually look at it.
you're not even looking at it.
Oh, there's a Kamala. Yeah.
Oh, I love Kamala. I'm not sure if I would have terrored Uxie. Although actually now that I think about it, that sounds like it could be very annoying.
It'd be annoying, but it doesn't have like recovery. It can't. I don't know. I don't. Think
You could go like Terra. You could go like Terra Electric, and then you don't have any weaknesses. Then you set up Calm Minds.
I think I would not have been so quick to Terra Thundurus when you have Goldengo Iron Moth as options. But to be fair, you would just be tearing Uxie anyway.
Yeah, Thundurus is kind of really good Terra though.
It is really good.
It's a very good Terra. You could, I feel like the big problem with Thundurus, aside from the fact that it has 101 speed, is like sometimes you just don't have enough moves, and I feel like Terra lets it do that.
Perhaps. You could be spinning right now.
Yeah.
I still have a fucking honk.
I would say something about Terra Kamala, but like that's basically just I had 2 points left.
I'm gonna Terra Grass and Woodhammer, and I'm gonna be so awesome. That's what
Yeah.
you're gonna do.
I feel like this team's main goal is to do damage with like everything else. I feel like a lot of this team has a lot of breaking power, and then you win with Qianpao.
Main goal is set up hazards to get them into into the strong guy's range.
Yeah, you want to get into Qianpao range,
hard.
Iron Moth range, Azu range, G-Zap range. There's a lot of power on this team.
I don't even think it's gonna take long for the hazards to do that. Everything on the team is so insanely strong.
Yeah, this is like we got some good teams. Baby Division's doing me proud so far.
Also, like no glaring weaknesses. It's super well balanced. I think this might be my favorite one so far.
Well, yeah, we've only done. Honestly, I was gonna say it's a little Qianpao weak, but it has the Qianpao.
It has the Qianpao.
So I guess you're Weavile weak.
Whoa.
Even though you're not, there's a fucking Azumarill.
Yeah, you're chilling.
That's why it's Weavile weak. You get poison jabbed.
Oh no.
Oh no. Yeah, this team seems very tricky to fight. Actually, like wow.
I don't know if it's gonna be too crazy hard to prep for. I will say it's gonna be really easy to prep with. You're just gonna have a crap ton of options, and the options that are super hyper focused are really good at it. So yeah, it's not gonna be hard.
I guess a knock on it is that I think the low tiers are really bad and they're never gonna come.
Yeah,
like
never.
Kamala is like the Spiritomb is like
yeah.
A Spiritomb, it was the thing you drafted last gen because you wanted an answer to Mega Gallade that wasn't actually an answer to Mega Gallade.
Yeah, I mean with the whole idea of Goldengo blocking literally every form of hazard removal, I feel like just Claw. I feel like top 4. I don't know about Moth. Maybe Moth has a bad matchup, but other than that, like Qianpao, Goldengo, Claw Tower comes every week. I feel like.
Yeah. And then G-Zap can capitalize on defogs, which there aren't many.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah.
But like it's an option.
You get to choose between blocking it or just destroying them off.
You get to own Corviknight.
Yeah.
That's the only defogger I can name off the top of my head.
That's the only good one.
It's like the only one.
Yeah. Oh no. I'm going to use my Mold Breaker Hawlucha on you and then lose the rest of the game.
Actually, no. I thought of something that this team's going to struggle with. I don't think this team likes Great Tusk very much.
Does it? Let me see.
It kind of gets a little owned because it clicks Rapid Spin and then you're like, oh, it's faster.
Maybe. I mean...
there is a Uxie.
There's been a bit of meta development with Goldengo versus Great Tusk. Like, Balloon Goldengo has existed, and then Great Tusk has...
Great Tusk runs knockoff.
It just runs knockoff. And, I mean, after that, he doesn't outspeed. Well, no, he does.
No, he does. No, he does.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, jeez. Yeah.
I guess when it comes to prep, you're not gonna bring Great Tusk that underspeeds Gholdengo.
Yeah, prep good, and you won't lose.
Yeah, so maybe Great Tusk is a bit of a pain, but you have resists. So
it's not unwinnable. You have options for sure, but I will say that is a Pokemon you should look out for. What am I gonna give this team? Let me look at my sound effect list. This is my favorite one so far, so you're gonna get a.
You unbelievable!
I'll give this one another 9. I want to see afterwards what teams were worked on or were helped by other like Libero players.
Okay.
I want to see.
Okay, so let's move on to our next guy, Penguin with the Tampa Tyrantars. Though I think is the first person in a good time zone, aka EST, who drafted Chiyu, Landorus Therian, Enamorus, Lilligant Hisui, Torkoal, Slitherwing, Overquill, Poltegeist, Jolteon, Quagsire, and Sliggoo Hisui.
This team is gonna be fucking annoying.
Yep.
Prepping for Sun Chiyu makes you want to blow your brains out because you just try to calc things and nothing ends up like working.
That's not true. If you bring Assault Vest Hariyama, you get 3-hit KO'd.
Wow.
Yeah,
if you run max HP, max Bidef Assault Vest.
Also,
reduce it to a 3-hit KO.
I think the great thing that Torkoal does on this team is that it enables more than just Chiyu, because it also enables Lilligant and Slitherwing.
And Slitherwing, yep.
And potentially
and
Enamorus.
Jolteon. Did Weather Ball get removed?
I don't think so. I don't know if Jolteon still gets it. It also helps Enamorus Mystical Fire.
Wow.
Which could be nice, actually.
I would say he worked out his Terra users very well beforehand because Chiyu Poltegeist is demonic.
Mm-hmm. Poltegeist is a dickhead.
That's super annoying. And he got a water type that kind of functions in Sun. He doesn't rely on his water moves.
Yeah, Quagsire doesn't care.
Nice.
It's also good hazards.
I think there's a misconception that people just don't draft water with Sun. It's just you still want a water type. Just get one that, if Sun is up, doesn't get totally shafted.
Yeah, don't draft like a. Shit, what's a water type that only clicks water moves?
Vaporeon.
Don't draft Vaporeon.
don't draft Vaporeon.
Well, don't draft Vaporeon anyway.
What?
What?
You can call mine now.
You can call mine now. Oh, and I still lose. I lose every single Pokemon that resists water. It doesn't care.
Vaporeon's not that bad because it actually has damage output.
Yeah, but like.
Yeah.
Me when I draft a Lomomola.
It did lose Kill Bell and Toxic, which sucks.
And Toxic and Flip Turn.
Yeah, it did.
It kind of lost it kind of lost everything.
You just run Hydro Pump now, and you just do.
Okay, well we're getting sidetracked. We didn't even talk about the rest of the team.
I love Vaporeon.
I don't. Shut up about Vaporeon. Okay, Jolteon. Is bad. I don't care. It sucks. But I don't think this team is gonna be that crushed for speed, because you do have a Sun Lilligant, a Slitherwing with good priority. You can easily scarf the Lando or the Chiyu. Poltegeist is not speed.
Yeah,
just thought I'd point that one out.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, I don't think this team's all that slow. I
mean, Chiyu's just a destructive scarfer, and Lando's good when there's no Corviknight on the other side of the field.
Yeah.
So I mean, I don't think it's gonna be lacking in speed at all. And even though the offense is gonna be going crazy, there is like a really annoying weakness to Fairy.
Yeah.
Because
which luckily
only resist, and you don't want that thing taking damage so much.
You gotta point out though that one of the good fairies is on this team.
True, actually one of the best Moonblasters this year. Yeah, that's good.
So just watch out for Sylveon.
Just look out for all the other ones.
And those Pokemon are bad, so like, grow up.
Yeah, dude.
What else about this team? I was thinking of something, and I don't remember what I was thinking. I mean, obviously gonna say that it's very water weak, but there's a Quagsire that helps, and there's a Torkoal.
I would say, I don't know. It's kind of hard for me to rank the Sun teams because every time it's gonna be like you have a big like special defense hole, but at the same time it's gonna be your offense is so fucking crazy that you can compensate for it really easily.
Yeah, I think it's really gonna depend on whether or not you can just win before you lose.
Yeah, weather teams in a nutshell. If you understand how to use it, it can do totally fine. And doing it in a lower division like this is probably the best time to do it.
Yeah.
You did what you could with the style you chose. That's good.
It's a team. All right.
Give us one, maybe a 7. Maybe a 7.
It's fine. I don't like it as much as the last team.
Maybe an 8 for Chiyu and Sun.
Chiyu and Sun is a little broken. How do they keep letting people get away with this?
Yeah.
All right. Next team. Little bitch Calico, Ice Age the movie, also ESC.
Oh, yeah. I helped him only a little bit with this one.
Yeah, which is why
only
it
a little bit.
stinks.
He drafted like basically all of it.
All right, shut up, I don't care. We got Dragonite, Terra Dragonite, the best Pokemon ever. Great Tusk, Mew, Weavile, Toxapex, Thundurus, Klefki, Mismagius, Colossal, Leafeon, and Spidops. You can start on this one.
I can start on this one. Okay. I don't know why he drafted a lot of things. I literally have no idea what Mew does in this generation without healing.
It sets up and you lead hazards with it.
It sets up and then it uses rest, which is awesome.
Well, you lead hazards.
Or you can just run Nasty Plot or like Dragon Dance every turn, every time, no matter what. Because there's no way of doing like the bulky setups anymore. It doesn't work. I would say fastest thing being Weavile is a little sus. I would definitely say that there's a Spectre issue because of that. Gulp. I mean, you can Terra Normal the Dragonite, so that's like an option, but
that's your Spectre answer.
It's still annoying. Yeah, it's just Spectre being Spectre. I was really hoping while Calico was drafting, there wasn't the Spectre drafted, but of course there was.
It's this gen. Spectre's always going to get drafted.
It's this gen Spectre.
I will say, first 2 picks are immaculate. I think Great Tusk and Dragonite they're great together, because Tusk says, I'm going to break through everything because I'm broken. And then Dragonite just wins the game.
Yeah.
And then after that, he kind of went off the rails. I don't like the Mew pick very much because I'm just not a big fan of Mew this gen because it lost. Because I think the biggest thing is that you lost a lot of good support Mew sets that aren't just like hazard stack. It's I want to be bulky and fat and live forever, and then you can't really do that anymore.
Yeah,
I just want to rest like a little cow.
The utility sets are gone, and like the Combined Roost or like the Cosmic Power stuff has less option.
Yeah.
Mew through Pex is just like a whole bunch of downgraded mons, which I mean they're still they still work and hence their new point value, but I mean it's gonna be annoying to use them. I feel like I don't think anybody really knows how to make them really work yet.
If I will say, if you got this team last gen, Mamma mia. That top 5 last gen would have been broken. But this gen is like, Pex is kind of bad. It's really passive. Weavile isn't as good. It's not unusable. It still hits pretty hard. But, like, losing knockoff sucks. Losing Triple Axle doesn't suck that badly because Icicle Trash still hits hard and Triple Axle misses.
I loved the addition of Thundurus and Klefki to this. Just because the combo of getting above that 110 and getting Defiant and then setting up screens.
And then you get Prankster. Double Prankster.
It's
kind of awesome. Thundurus is also just a good mon. And then we get to the low tiers, and I don't like any of them.
What? You don't like Terra Colossal, dude?
Terra Colossal is not good.
You don't understand. That actually sounds like good.
No, it
doesn't. I actually don't dislike that.
Do you like Terra Spidops? Are you a fan of that one?
If it's a 2-pointer and you get to Terra Ghost to block the spin from webs, it's not the worst thing in the world.
Okay.
There are worse 2-point Terra options, I'm sure.
Yeah, but it's like a Spidops, so like, why would you bring it?
Colossal base is rock fire. You want to keep that shit? No. That works. That definitely works. And Colossal stat wise is bulky as hell.
Okay, but I don't like it.
But I don't like it.
I think Leafeon sucks. Leafeon is bad.
I don't know why he picked Legion.
Miss Mages is also something I don't think is particularly great.
Yeah, it was an upgrade from. He just wanted.
He wanted a Sui and Typhlosion, and I said don't get it, and then he got it, and then he exchanged it for Miss
I told him to
Magius.
get it because it's not. Yeah, as bad as
you gaslit him.
Not as bad as
it's not that good.
You see the types. Like he's got. I think the way Calico was thinking about it was he needed to get every type, and the only one he didn't get is normal.
Which he basically got.
He basically got because Dragonite and fucking Dragonite can just Terra normal.
All right, unfortunately I think this might be the worst team we've seen so far.
Yeah, it's probably the one that makes the least sense so far.
So unfortunately I'm gonna have to give it a. For being a disappointment.
Have you seen any teams, spoiler, that make you go Wario getting struck by lightning or no?
There might be one.
There might be one? Okay.
There's one that frustrates me a little.
I'd say that this one's probably like a 5. It's like average because it's got a bunch of usable stuff, and
it can win games because there's a Terra Dragonite.
Yeah, you won't lose teams at team preview, but you might need to get creative with stuff or it's not gonna work that well.
Okay, let's move on to the next team. The Milwaukee Mousehold by Chickadee237, which has Iron Valiant, G-King, Scizor, Cyclizar, Tyranitar, Gastrodon, Electros, Decidueye, Moltres, and Barraskewda. Alright, so the first thing I want to talk about is the Barraskewda, because I have no idea why it's on this team.
First thing I want to say is Guy needs to take notes from this guy, because he drafted Barraskewda last, and Guy drafted Barraskewda like 5th.
Like first?
Like first pick.
Dude, you're so mad, bro. You're so mad.
It's not that good. No. He got like
this is a sand Barraskewda team.
Oh, what? Wait, I didn't even see. He doesn't have a Pelipper.
Yeah, no, someone else has the Pelipper.
What is Skewty doing on this?
It's Terra, but like, there's no rain, and it doesn't have Wave Crash, and it doesn't have Flip Turn, and it's no rain. So that's annoying. I think top 3 is good.
Big waste of what, like 12 points?
Yeah, it's 10 points.
10 points? Alright.
I think the top 3 is really good, though. Iron Valiant is broken. G-King got better, but simultaneously got worse, because it's not as good this gen, because everything else it's hard. It's easier to beat, because like there's more things that could beat it. But it also got Toxic and Chilling Reception, which is like, come on, man.
And I mean, the addition of Dark types can be balanced by if they come in on G-King, it Chilly Receptions over to Valiant, and now you're in an insanely good position.
Yeah, it's kind of broken. I don't know why they gave it that. And then Terra Scizor is really good.
Yeah.
And then there's a Cyclizar. I don't know why there's a Cyclizar actually.
Oh yeah.
It doesn't have Shed Tail.
I don't know what it does.
I don't think it does much for speed because Iron Valiant. It's faster than Iron Valiant, but like.
Yeah.
It can spin, but like
Wug Trio, dude. You understand the value.
Yeah, it's Outspeed's Wug Trio, my favorite.
By 1 point, it's really important.
Tyranitar is here to make it so this team doesn't lose to Chiyu.
Tyranitar is here to set Sand for Sand Force Gastrodon.
Yep.
That is super important, obviously.
I do like Gastrodon on this team actually.
I like it.
It works with the Scizor because it just eats those fire moves.
There's also
a
big old speed gap between Moltres, which might not be running max speed all the time, and Iron Valiant. There's nothing there.
Oh yeah, that's a slight issue.
That's a slight issue. You do have priority and stuff.
You have Bullet Punch. That's it, and Shadow Sneak, I guess.
Yeah.
There's parts of this team that I really like, and then there's a Terra Barraskewda and a Cyclizar and a T-Tar, and I'm just like, what happened?
He's got a lot of types, and pretty much all the mons are quality, so he can pull wins out of his.
Yeah, you can win because like you just have a lot of variety, but I personally don't think the team's all that well constructed, because like
probably not.
It's like, why is there a Barraskewda? It doesn't. It's not gonna do
Yeah.
anything. I don't think.
I say honestly, first chance you get, just.
If you had rain with Terra
Yeah.
Barraskewda, Terra Water, Barraskewda, and rain sounds scary. But there's no rain.
It's kind of demonic, yeah. I would say first chance you get, you just trade this out for a 10-pointer or like even a 9-pointer that actually does something for you. And
Yeah.
your team's kind of gold.
I'd also maybe trade out the Cyclizar, but like if you want the speed, I kind of get it. It can spin, even though you do have Decidueye, which is the other thing that gets defog.
Yeah.
So like,
Caesar gets it too. And
oh no, well, it's Terra Scissors, so
okay, you don't
actually no.
run defog on either of them, so.
I'd argue Decidueye can get away with it a lot easier.
Maybe when it's not like relying on move slot syndrome, I guess.
Yeah, because usually
I'm still on the fence about Cyclizar because nobody has actually seen what it can do, like without Shed Tail. And I mean, it's got interesting tools, so maybe
it's got the tools. It just doesn't really have the stats.
Yeah, I mean, fucking Panda Who Grills and Libero drafted him round 4. Well, he
probably because he thought it had Shed Tail.
No, he knew it didn't have Shed Tail.
Oh, that's
he knew.
Gulp.
Maybe, I mean, it was 8 points. I would hope he knew. But I mean, maybe he sees something in it that we don't, and he'll prove us wrong, and this will be a godlike pick.
It could be, but unfortunately, this team is gonna have to get a unfortunate. It's just kind of yeah. This one, I think this one could have been better.
There's just no synergy really anywhere because Gastron's never using Sandforce.
The only synergy is like G King and Valiant because it can do that.
Yeah.
But like G King can do that with anything because it's literally G King is broken, so like.
Pretty much, just get offensive mon and then G King and then you can do it. Yeah.
This next team is the one that frustrates me a lot, even though I'm not actually sure of the quality, but it definitely it's a what could have been.
This one.
We have Leonard from Ant Heart who has Iron Bundle and Terra Regieleki, which sounds fucking absurd. And then there's Tinglu, Pelipper, Skeledirge, Greninja, Rillaboom, Pincurchin, Drifblim, Floatzel, Delibird. This team is all over the place.
There's so much shit going on.
Let's talk about the good first. I think Iron Bundle Regieleki is really good.
That's demonic.
That's fucking demonic.
2 mons that are literally impossible to check.
If you play your hand right, you can just win games with those two. Yeah, luckily, you have 4 other mons, and this is where I think a couple of mistakes were made. The first one I'm gonna point out is the Skeledirge. I don't think it's that good here because it doesn't have. You didn't even have the option to Terra it because you took Regieleki, and I'm not quite sure what it does here. It can be like a defensive fire, but why? I don't think that's not something you particularly want.
I would also say I have no idea why both Rillaboom and Pincurchin got drafted on this.
Rillaboom has a couple problems.
I don't really see the purpose because like Regieleki and Electric Train is a little stronger. But if you wanted to unburden your Drifblim, you could have just stuck with Rillaboom and gotten your Grass type.
Yeah, but there's a problem with Rillaboom, and then there's a Tinglu, and Tinglu's damage output goes down a little bit because Rillaboom's there. Although you can just click Ruination because it's broken.
Yeah.
Then there's a Pelipper with like, I guess a Iron Bundle can abuse it, and that does sound pretty threatening. But like, I'm not quite sure if that was the correct choice because Iron Bundle doesn't really need it.
It was a hard commit, and
there's also a Floatzel, which I will give shout outs to Floatzel.
Yeah, I'm a little hesitant because I was like, you got a Pelipper for just a Floatzel, but I realized there's 2 other water types and one of them's Bundle. So, sure.
I think you could have picked something else. Speaking of Greninja, I'm not sure if Greninja is the thing I would have put on this team.
Yeah, neither.
I don't think it's not. Greninja's a good Pokemon. I don't think it fits all that well though.
I think he. Yeah, I don't really get it. He actually already had a dark.
A dark with spikes and rocks.
I don't
that doesn't die to anything.
I don't think he's gonna get that much more out of Rain after Bundle and Floatzel exist. Like,
yeah,
Ninja's never gonna do as much as Bundle is in terms of abusing Rain. So,
yeah.
And you already have an insane spike setter. Like the best hazards ever.
There's also a Pincurchin on this team, and I fucking hate that Pokemon.
It's just this team is trying to accomplish so much, and you only have so many turns.
Yeah, you're trying. This team's trying to do. This team is frustrating because it's trying to do too much. It's kind of gimmick central. You can definitely win games just because you have Bundle and Regieleki, but this is definitely a Wario gets struck by lightning reaction.
I'm just gonna say this. This guy is so insanely lucky that one of his defensive Pokemon is Tinglu. Otherwise, I don't know how.
Tinglu actually holds this whole team together.
Yeah,
if Tinglu wasn't there, this would be crap. And now it's just like, it's frustrating.
It can barely function because Tinglu can live enough turns to maybe make some stuff work.
All right, this is definitely he's got a certain reaction for this one.
Also, I just want to say, if any dragon type exists, no hit takers. If any rock type has anything for Tinglu, no hit takers. If any berry type has something for Skeleturge, no hit takers. There's so much.
There's a lot that can go wrong.
There's so much missing. A lot can go wrong.
Yeah, there's a Pincurchin. There's also a Delibird, but that's the fan fit. It's actually no. I actually now that I realize there's 3 points left, I don't know why there's a Delibird.
No, I would. Oh wait, there's 3 points.
There's 3 points left. Actually, why is there a Delibird?
Okay, I would argue this. Why is there a Pincurchin when there's 3 points left? You could have got something 3 points higher than Pincurchin and then kept the Delibird.
Why is there a Drifblim?
Because he needs to take advantage of the Unburden that he like accidentally took.
You could have taken a Alolan Raichu.
I swear, this dude like accidentally took Terrain, and he's like, oh yeah, Terrain, Pincurchin. Oh, I should get something with Unburden. Let's get Drifblim.
Sorry for being mean.
They just slapped it on.
I have nothing against you as a human being, but your team sucks. It sucks balls.
He brought it back with the Delibird though.
It did bring it back with the Delibird. All right, let's move on to the next team before I get Rage Machine. We got the Fayetteville Floatzels by Aurora Boros. Sorry, with Spectre, Roaring Moon, Heatran, Urshifu Rapid, and Emrys. How the fuck did you get this team? An Emrys, Therian, Donphan, Amoonguss, Magnezone, Mesprit, Kricketune, and Stantler.
Holy shit, does this team have powerhouses?
This team is some offense. And Amoonguss.
Amoonguss is usable, and I think it's appropriate at 9.
I hate it.
It's bad at 9.
Okay, the real shit though, Terra Magnezone.
It's
it's flames, dude.
It is a little flames. A little bit. I think, yeah, I like it.
Yeah, although I will say there was one fumble on this team. I think I would have Terra'd the Heatran instead of the Urshifu, but Urshifu is also a good Terra option, so I'm not gonna hate.
Here's my fumble. You went all out your way to get Terra Magnezone, and then like the one steel type that it like really can't beat, you took.
Well, no, now I can just beat all the other. Now I could just beat the other ones.
It can.
You can like, beat the Terra Steeled Mons.
The biggest way of Magnezone using Terra is like, oh, now I can beat Heatran, and that's like kind of insane. And now you have the Heatran. Like you could have Terra watered on it, but now you just have it.
It is a slight fumble.
That's like you took away a bit of Magnezone's like usability with that.
I'd argue it does. I'd argue Magnezone is a lot more usable in matchups where you don't want to trap something though.
Yeah, that's true.
And then you could also just use Shifu Rapid, and Shifu Rapid goes like water, and it punches you real hard. Or he goes fighting, and he punches you real hard. Or you use it for coverage, and it punches you real hard.
Mm-hmm.
I like an Amorous Therian on this team. I think having a bulkier fairy, even though I kind of hate an Amorous Therian just because of it really wants to run leftovers, but it also really needs boots debacle.
Doesn't like total. I mean. Yeah, if
it really does like leftovers.
If you want to run the Combine, then it likes it a bit, but it doesn't. I wouldn't say it needs it. I would say if you're trying to team sweep with an Enamorous Tarian, you're doing it wrong. I think this thing is a fucking diehard breaker, and that's just what it does.
Okay, you say that, but I got owned by Agility Enamorous that one time.
But that's Agility. That's not Combine. You don't want leftovers on that.
Yeah. Shut up. I like Donphan.
Honestly, I think Enamorous Tarian's a little bit underpriced.
Okay.
I think that the fact that it's on a team with Spectre or Roaring Moon is
a little
kind
silly.
of scary. Super scary.
Yeah, Roaring Moon goes nuts. Spectre is a broken Pokemon. It should not be allowed.
You think so?
I do. I even without Terra, I fucking think this thing is genuinely stupid this gen. But my plight goes unnoticed. Oh yeah, this team's kind of broken. It's got good removal and Donphan. My man. I hope you run Assault Fest and lead with it. The only hazards you have are rocks, I think, which is kind of unfortunate. Okay, Cricketune is not real, so I don't care.
No, it's real.
But you got really good rockers.
Oh yeah. Donphan Heat Trench is so great.
And there's also Mesprit. We're just like, alright.
I would say the speed tiers are a little bit whack. Not like unmanageable, but
it's a lot of slow Pokemon.
It's like there's just huge gaps places.
Yeah, it just goes like
it goes
like
Roaring
Mesprit,
Moon, Urshifu.
Then it goes it goes Mesprit to Urshifu to Roaring Moon to Spectre.
Yeah. And the only thing in between is the fucking Stantler.
Yeah.
Which to be fair is Terra, but
it's like, a beast. Beast.
That's not really covering up the hole between like the 80 and the 97 and then 119. It's like, and then you just got a bunch of slow shit. It's like it's kind of weird.
Yeah. Overall, I think it's a good team.
Insane powerhouse with so much usable shit.
Yeah.
It's probably, from what I've seen so far, like the most broken thing.
Yeah, you know what? This team might have to get a special sound as long as I can look and find it. Fuck, where is it?
I'll give this team a 9, but if there's no team that like overcomes it or even comes close, I'm just gonna give it a 10 and just be done with it.
Yeah, okay. I found it.
Stop taking my picture.
That's what I'm feeling about this team. Stop taking my picture.
That is this team, because this team has been fucking pursued by the paparazzi because it's so beautiful.
Yeah, it also has probably the worst screenshot I took.
Okay, that's awesome.
Okay, let's move on after this beautiful team. Hopefully there's another beautiful team behind it. We got go. What is that picture? Is that a guy? Who? Okay, I want to see what his logo is. I don't know who that is. I don't know what the logo is. Okay, never mind. By McGut, who has Urshifu, Torn-T, same, Slowking, Iron Hands, Hippowdon, Cinderace, Glamora, Darkspun, Satitan, fuck you, Lilligant.
Let me check out the point values on this team real quick.
They're very high and very low.
Okay.
We got a big spender.
This team looks like a bunch of usable shit, and that's really nice.
There's one fumble.
One fumble?
The Terra Cinderace.
Wait,
I think the Cinderace. Yeah, I think Terra-ing on a Protein or Liberomon is a slight fumble because it can change type already. So like, why even bother? You could have given it. I would have given it to Iron Hands.
I would have also given it to Iron Hands.
Because Iron Hands is broken.
Yeah.
Or honestly, if you want to be bold, you could have given it to like Hippowdon. If you're insane.
No. Oh yeah, you turn rock so you get the sand boost.
Or Or if you want to be a baller, you could give it to Torn, but I don't actually like Terra Torn all that much.
Nah, I do. I think pure flying is super great for it.
Yeah, I think Iron Hands was a better Terra choice, but there's a lot of good Pokemon on this team, and Doxbun. Doxbun is there because Doxbun is there because someone forgot a Chiyu answer.
Doxbun is there because you wanted to be a little bit annoying, but very easily maneuvered around.
Yeah. You know what's not very easily to maneuver around, and I mean no irony when I say this, that Terra Lilligant.
Oh,
that thing's a demon.
That's a little scary.
That's a little scary.
As well.
Terra Titan. I don't like Titan. It's scary. I don't like it. It made me mad. But yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I was about to say the Lilligant doesn't have any Sun user, but it just gets Quiver Dance.
It gets Quiver Dance and Sleep Powder.
Yeah, that's gonna
you run like the Grass move and like Terra Blast. It's like, and then you kill everything.
That's gonna be an annoying ass Lich. That's a very nice Lich.
And you can easily win the game because you have Glamora, which is like the best hazard setter ever.
I will say, other than low tiers, there's like say Doxbun and Lilligant are out of the picture, Cinderace, and then down to Glamora in terms of speed tiers.
Well no, you forgot about Urshifu.
What?
Urshifu. Yeah, there's an Yeah, we forgot about Urshifu being on this team.
Okay, that's not true. It's because the doc like doesn't show it, so let's not consider it in terms of
cringe.
Speed. No, never mind.
Yeah, well, Urshifu to Cinderace is still not great, but it's better.
It's better.
It's better. The base 100s can actually like just they can't run Adamant.
Yeah, and then Urshifu, Torn, Slowking sounds really fucking annoying. I don't know how good is Hippowdon in this gen.
I don't know. I haven't actually seen it used. I imagine it's still annoying to kill, but it's probably not as good.
I haven't seen it used one time, and I also haven't been.
Well, it's also because like sand is just like a thing that people don't like, especially this gen. Like, why are you don't draft it for the sand? You draft it because it's fat.
Yeah.
But yeah, this team has effectively 3 fighting types also. Because Cinderace counts as one.
Cinderace basically counts.
Shit, how do you... we have Glamora for fairies. You kind of get a little owned by fairies. Maybe not Moon Blasts, though, because Slowking can take Moon Blasts.
Yeah, I mean, Cinderace also resists.
Cinderace resists, but then it clicks a move and it doesn't resist anymore.
And then, like, the only thing weak to it... Oh, I know, there's still fucking Urshifu.
That's Urshifu and Iron Hands. Well, I don't even know what you're looking at. Urshifu and Iron Hands are both weak to Fairy, but, like, that's it.
Yeah, Fairy's a bit annoying.
Yeah. But, like, I'd say it's a pretty solid team. Okay.
One problem I hate this fucking document. I hate this document. I was about to say there's no dark. There's no Urshifu.
It's an Urshifu. This is not there.
God fucking damn it.
I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. It's right there.
I literally just loaded into the Ballhawk doc, and it, like, Urshifu just isn't formatted correctly. Apparently.
Okay, well, you're dumb. You're dumb as fuck.
Durr.
Yeah, this is a looking team.
Yeah, that's a
looking team.
I like it. We'll see how good Hippowdon is.
Yeah, I kind of didn't have as much to say about this one because I forgot there was an Urshifu on it until it was too late. But I think it's pretty. I think it's pretty good. I would use this team.
I would also use this team. I'd say
except I wouldn't draft this a Titan.
Well,
I don't like Titan. I'm mad. Really, I am mad. I'm literally mad. Let's move on. We got a next team. I moved on to the next team, by the way. We got a Legendary Ocean by Matrona, which drafted Stinky Lando Eye. Ew.
Yuck.
Meowscarada, Garganacl, Gudra Hisui, Samurott Hisui, Zoroark Hisui, Volcanion, Fortress, Decidueye Hisui, Azelf, and Morgrim.
This dude did not get to play Legends Arceus, and it shows.
Alright, the first thing I'm going to say about this team is that it has a Lando Eye, and I hate Lando Eye. With like a passion. I think the mon sucks.
Okay, I'm just looking at the points now. Okay,
There's a lot of mid on this team in terms of
I was gonna
points.
say, this looks super mid heavy because it's just Lando and then
It's Lando, Meow, and then a bunch of 12 through 10 pointers.
and then
It's not bad though.
I'm not sure if Meow is 15.
Meow is
I'm
15.
not totally sure yet.
Meow
I
is
think
15.
You think so? Okay.
Oh wait, no. I thought you meant like in the future.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were like in the dock. It's 15, dude.
Yeah. I'm not sure if it's correctly placed at 15 yet.
I think it's really good.
It is good and super fast and being dark.
Yeah, it's kind of boring. It's kind of silly. And there's Terra Garganackle, which is the stupidest fucking Pokemon ever made.
It is, but it's also slightly worse in draft because you can run Cover Cloak on.
Yeah, you can run Cover Cloak on Ghost type.
But defensively, it's like hell to break. So
it's fucking annoying to break.
And that's not gonna change.
That isn't gonna change. Gudra Hisui is alright. Samurott Hisui is the spiker of all our dreams.
It's the dub.
Zoroark Hisui is a pretty good Pokemon. Volcanion is a pretty good Pokemon.
Yeah, he's pretty good. He's kind of niche a little bit, but he's good.
Fortress is fucking Fortress. Yeah, you know what you're getting with Fortress, but you're never gonna be like impressed.
I will say I have no idea how this team is gonna synergize because I don't know how most of the.
Yeah, this is a weird team to judge because I don't know how to judge the Suimons because PLA was different. Playing PLA Mons is different than doing this now.
Yeah. Because
now Samurott has this broken ass move, and Zoroark probably has a broken ass move. I don't think Gudra has a move.
I will say the Hazard's kind of a dub. Like probably one of the more secure rockers, and then the setting spikes while attacking is pretty cool.
Yeah. This team.
I will say getting your like super top tier as Landorus I, and then basically nothing else is.
I think the thing this team's gonna struggle the most with is winning the game, and not in the sense that it's like bad, but in the sense of what exactly are your win cons.
I think all the progress that it makes is gonna be kind of like minimal, and it's not gonna be overwhelming in any sense to the opponent.
I think it's gonna struggle a lot with some of the faster teams.
Probably.
Like,
yeah.
Like if you don't have time to get your hazards up, and like,
it's just like the defense is super weird. I don't.
It's not bad.
I don't know how I could call it bad yet, but it's like you have Garganackle, which is a pure rock. It's like super bulky, but it's pure rock.
Yeah, but you can tear it.
You can tear it.
Gudra's pretty fat. Volcanion's pretty fat. A lot of it's fat, but like,
yeah.
It's like exploitable fat.
It is, yeah.
Like Volcanion isn't like super bulky. Like Volcanion gets hit with like an earthquake, you're like ah. Samurott is like has some nice resists, but it also will die to a fighting move, which is annoying. This team was kind of fighting weak.
Yeah, a little bit.
There's a Zoroark to help. I'm not gonna say Azelf helps because Azelf probably just gets two-shot.
And same with Lando.
Same with Lando.
Most fighting types are gonna be just having ice coverage.
Yeah, and then if Lando can't one-shot them, then like they don't care.
Yeah, this team just kind of looks weird. I think it's gonna have to prove itself to me that it's actually like okay. Until then, I'm gonna give it like a 5.
I'm gonna have to give it an unfortunate rating. Why is he making that noise? We didn't even talk about the Morgrim.
We didn't talk about the Morgrim. We also didn't talk about Azelf being Terra at all.
Which could
be cool.
That could be good.
It's hard to take a hit from. It doesn't really win the game.
It could win the game.
It could win the game. It's not usually going to.
Yeah, I feel like it's just gonna get Scarf revenge unless you run Scarf itself, and then it's probably not gonna win the game if it's Scarf.
Yeah, it's not gonna win the game. I mean, like pretty much every team has really fast shit because everything now is crapped.
Yeah,
it's just super fast shit. This is really hard to say how good this team's gonna be.
Yeah, it's a bit tricky. I hate Lando I.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't care that I got Nasty Plot. I still think it's bad. It is the worst good Pokemon to build around.
Yeah.
Okay, let's move on.
Okay,
I don't care what else you have to say. I don't want to talk about the Lando team anymore. Sorry.
Yeah, I don't really either, to be honest.
All right, next up we got 11.
Oh, this is my boy.
By Joseph Jokestar, who drafted
Garchomp.
He has an actual team name. We just didn't put it on the doc yet.
Okay, that's really cool.
Okay, we got Garchomp, Sneasler, Hisui Arcanine, Hoopa Unbound, Rotom Wash, Wochien, Tornadus. Didn't he switch out the Tornadus for something? I might be confusing.
He switched out something to get Tornadus.
Okay. Tatsugiri, Ceruledge, and Tinkaton.
I helped him a little bit at the end because his team was just so weak to just random shit. So I just helped him make a little bit of transactions.
Tinkaton, wee.
Tinkaton, he did not have a single way of like taking a variant. Actually, no, it wasn't. It was something else.
It's got Terrawochian. What do you mean? Terrawochian is actually pretty good. I think
he was adamant on tearing Wochian, and honestly, that's not a bad decision.
No, I think Terrawochian's like actually because like what if you took Wochian and didn't give it the worst defensive typing ever? You just make it a steel type, and it's like, oh, cool.
It seems actually got some nice resistances on him.
You got King Garchomp, who will get up all your hazards. You got Sneasler, who will win you the game because it's fucking broken. You got Arcanine Hisui to destroy things. That thing hits so hard. Speaking of hitting hard, you got Hoopa Unbound.
Yeah, that shit's fucking really hard to check. It's not Terra though, which is like a little bit of an L, but we'll see because I don't think it's ever gonna be like not usable at all.
Yeah, you got Rotom Wash, which is broken Pokemon, the best Pokemon ever.
His speed tiers before getting Tornadus were doo-doo ass.
Okay, well we don't have to talk about that. I think a Terrawochian. A Tornadus regular, which is like an okay Pokemon. Tatsugiri, which
he spins. Yippee! Look at him go.
He spins. That's really all he does. I think it's kind of hard to bring Tatsugiri over anything else on this team, but it's not unusable.
It was kind of like just filling a tiny hole, which was like what was it? It was really just spinning, I think, and then getting a water immunity was nice.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's kind of weird. I never know how I feel about teams that you have to like fill a hole in for them later, because then you just kind of have synergy kind of off. Yeah. I don't totally know what a lot of these mons like do together. Like Rotom Wash, like with the best pivot.
Rotom Wash can fit on anything. I'm not even complaining about that. Rotom Wash is gonna full switch into anything.
Yeah, it's like the best pivot in the game, and then it like goes to things that are kind of around its speed tier, which is a little weird.
Yeah.
It's a little awkward, not necessarily bad. There's also like Ceruledge.
I don't know what Ceruledge is doing. Yeah, Ceruledge doesn't really fit this team at all, I don't think. I don't like Tinkaton as a Pokemon, but I think it's kind of necessary here.
Yeah, it definitely was. Yeah. I mean, Ceruledge, Arcanine, Hisui is kind of just like two mons with the same fucking role.
Except I think Arcanine Hisui is a lot more threatening immediately.
Yeah.
Because you run 100%. Head Smash or Flare Blitz
or
Wild Charge.
Is a scary mon, but
Ceruledge is scary, but like
Arcanine is rockhead fucking. Does it get Head Smash?
Yes.
Okay,
That's why it's so scary.
I think it's fucking crazy. And then with Terra for the one remaining type that it can't hit is pretty scary.
Terra for the Arcanine Hisuis.
This team also just I don't know. It's a little awkward.
It's a little silly.
He also has nothing combating like a Trick Room team, which is a weird weakness, but he doesn't.
I don't think anybody drafted a Trick Room team.
Do that? That's pretty good for me.
Actually, wait, hold on a sec. Aurora Boros could maybe pull off Trick Room. That's about it.
If you can pull off Trick Room against Joey Jokes, you might want to try.
Please don't. Please don't. Please don't. That's my friend.
It's my friend, but I mean,
He's my friend, but his team is kind of mid.
this mid is slowest thing is Wochen, and it's 70 still.
Damn, what the fuck?
Damn, yeah.
Damn, this team's so
His
fast.
team's just got like a bunch of shit in between 70 and 90, and it's just kind of awkward.
Yeah, well,
I don't know.
Sneasler is nice.
Sneasler's cool.
Sneasler is how you win the game, by the way.
Sneasler's coming to every single match.
I mean, yeah, it
Because
should.
Tornadoes definitely can't come to every single match.
I mean, you got Garchomp Sneasler to every match. It's like kind of broken.
Yeah,
You bring Garchomp
it's not a
Sneasler and Rotom to every match.
1000%.
If you're not bringing
and then-
Rotom, then you're
and then-
choking.
And then maybe Tinkaton too.
Yeah, well, hopefully not take a ton.
Hopefully you won't have to. But
But yeah, I like this team better than the last one, even though it
Yeah.
kind of has a lot. I got some of the same problems where it's like a bunch of Pokemon and they don't necessarily mesh well together. Even
Yeah.
though the mons themselves aren't bad, but I think it's gonna succeed a bit better because there's a Rotom Wash.
yeah, Rotom Wash is just the glue. He's just the glue man.
If the last team had a
Never
Rotom
go wrong
Wash,
with
I
him.
would have said it was good, even though there was a Lando Eye.
Actually, facts.
So this team is gonna get a from me.
I give it a 6. I give it a 6. Definitely improvements from what it was before the
Yeah.
grace period.
Could have been worse.
All right.
I got one last
Last
team.
team?
The California Dirt Sharks with a picture that looks like it's from Breaking Bad. Raku Ashfall, who's got Palafin, Ursaluna, Corviknight, Gengar, Armarouge, Breloom, Screamtail, Haxorus, Raichu, and Umbreon. This team gets 6-0'd by Zapdos.
No, dude, the lightning rod Raichu.
The Lightning
This-
Rod Raichu.
This team looks fun to use at the very least.
It looks very fun to use. I would use this team.
Yeah, it's also not like totally weak to anything. Really.
Except Zapdos.
Except Zapdos.
Except Zapdos. Your answers are unironically Raichu and then like Ursaluna.
Yeah, Ursaluna like really isn't. It's like forcing Ursaluna to run Assault Vest, which sucks.
Yeah, and then
Having to
and
run
then
that
Zapdos
sucks.
just clicks U-turn.
Yeah, he's also got essentially 3 110s, which is kind of funny.
Yeah.
Screamtail, Gengar, Raichu, which is funny as fuck.
Also, Screamtail is the fastest Pokemon.
That is tough. That's super tough.
That is a
You
little
can't
tough, but there is good priority on this team at least, so it's not a hopeless endeavor.
Okay, I'm gonna say this right now. We already saw the Calico game. After Dragonite got a D-Dance boost, there was basically no excuse for Calico to lose that.
Yeah, but he fumbled because he sucks.
Legitimately, if he just didn't switch out, he won the game, and that honestly was not totally a player issue. I think this team literally couldn't do anything about
Embarrassing flop by Calico.
it. He didn't bring the Corv, but Calico also had Fire Blast, which 2-shot the Corv, so it was like
Yeah,
You
no
had to
Corv. They
know-
lacked
you-
the.
yeah, like if the Corviknight, if he hit that and the Corviknight didn't click Roost first, like the game was over.
All right, stop talking about the game. Start talking
just
about
saying,
the team.
It's super easy if you're setup sweeping and you get a speed boost before Screamtail is able to encore you. It's like super hard to come back.
Yeah, it's
You have
kinda
a
raw.
priority, but like it's not secure.
It's not.
in this,
It's
like-
that's silly enough.
It's not secure.
But yeah, another thing I want to complain about this team. One more thing is that the only hazards are Rocks and Screamtail.
I was about to
That's
say
a
the
little.
same
That's a
thing.
little bad. Palafin really likes having hazards because it makes it easier for it to win,
Mhm.
and so does like Gengar, and so does like Axorus. All your win cons really like hazards, and you only got Screamtail. Oops.
I will say, pretty decent. Pretty decent options for Terra. It's a little bit unfortunate that he wasn't able to Terra the Haxorus. That would have been super scary. For
Yeah, it
like,
just
really
didn't
anyone.
work out.
It just the point was one off. That just really sucked. He didn't have any 14 pointers that were.
They lacked the
Yeah.
the Haxorus.
They lacked the hacks.
Lacked the hack.
But Ursula and Braylon is like it's still scary. As well.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel what is Armorers doing here?
He's filling in that special attacker role. Cause
Yeah, it's got Gengar.
He's got a Gengar, and then if Gengar can't hit just right, he got nothing. So he had to get Armorers.
Yeah.
I don't think that was a bad pick at all.
Okay, I've decided that I hate it.
I would give this team another 6.
I'm giving this team a
wee. Yeah.
Wee. It's because it's so much fun. Even though it gets 6-0 by Zappos.
It does look really fun, but I mean, having your fastest thing as 111 is not good. Not good.
Yeah. And also, like, not a lot of great Scarfers.
One of the Scarfers is one of the 110s.
Yeah, it's Gengar, and then like Haxorus. Maybe
Haxorus?
Palafin. I wouldn't Scarf Palafin.
Nah, you never really do that just because of Jet Punch.
Yep. Maybe you can Scarf Armarouge, but then like, oops.
Yeah,
Gold?
that's probably the best Scarfer. It's
Armarouge.
Yeah, it probably is.
Yeah, it probably is though. That's the thing. That's
other than Gengar doing Scarf Gengar for things other than the weakness of that speed gap. That's just what it is.
Okay.
That's just what it is.
Alright, is that anything? Any final?
8 taunters. That's crazy.
All right. Any final comments?
Any final comments? Get some speed, bitch. Yeah.
Okay.
Also, get rid of that fucking Raichu.
Alright.
But also don't, because you're only that this answer.
Okay, so that's it. We're done. If you liked listening to us talk, stay tuned. I got hair in my mouth. Stay tuned.
Hell yeah.
We're chilling, and
we doing this again?
Probably. I don't know. We're not doing this for the other divisions though. Fuck you. If you're in the other divisions, we're not talking about your teams. This is baby division exclusive. Yeah, if you're not a baby, I hate you.
I hate people that aren't babies. I also hate babies.
Okay, I gotta pick a funny sound clip to end the video on.
Be patiently waiting for the funny sound.
Let me find it.
Just do the song, I think.
I don't want to do this song.
It's an outro song. It's awesome.
No.
Oh, too far.